Hello everybody, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing a tarot spread for this collective of light workers or people that are checking into light work. Thank you for tuning into the channel today, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button so these messages get out and help others on their sacred path. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to this message. I hope that it helps you on your sacred path. If it does, please leave some comments in the comments section. Let me know what synchronicities that you're having and how these videos may be helping you on your sacred path. So let's go ahead and light the sage and call in the ancestors and see what the message is for today. Calling on my angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, ancestors, Mother Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, Great Mystery, and Great Spirit to help with this reading for this collective that I am reading for today. I pray that this message gets to whomever it needs to go to and that it helps illuminate their path with enlightenment and blessing. I cleanse my energy field and sacred space of all negative energies and entities, only allowing in higher vibrational energies to come through this reading. I cleanse my mind for clear thought, my eyes for clear sight, my ears for clear hearing, my voice for clear speaking, and my heart for purity. And I cleanse my cards for a clear and pure message from Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for our blessings. Thank you for our gifts, Spirit. Let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start with the Lantern Oracle today for the start of our spread. So thank you, Spirit. Can you show me what this collective needs to know most from the Lantern Oracle to help empower and illuminate the shadows that they may be facing on their path? Can you please help us illuminate the shadow with the Lantern of Wisdom for this collective that I'm reading for today? Thank you for our blessings and thank you for our gifts, Spirit. Can you please show us what we need to know today most for this collective to help us continue growing and ascending on this transition for this collective on their sacred path? Oops. Okay. So on this split, I have 5. So through these changes, the unknown becomes known. So knowing the unknown. So through these changes that you may be going through, the unknown is becoming known after trusting tricksters. So we are ascending. Here's 5 and here's 6. So the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it at any time. So you may have a knowing to not trust a trickster that's in your life, and you are withdrawing trust from this trickster. So I split the deck and we have the known is becoming known during this change. And this is mask. Melting mask is upside down. So maybe you're refusing to wear a mask. Allow the spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. So maybe this trickster told you lies about yourself. You're withdrawing trust, and you have a knowing of who you are. Thank you, Spirit. Can you please show me what this collective needs to know most as they continue allowing the unknown to become known, and they're withdrawing trust from the tricksters? So you may be having circles, groups of women or friends that are bringing clarity, and it's bringing clarity in the eye of a storm through you cultivating this inner life that is pregnant with possibility. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. So maybe you had some distorted perceptions that were based on childhood beliefs, or something that you learned from your family, friends, or parents that distorted your perceptions about what reality is, about who you were, and it made it difficult for you to cultivate this inner garden because you had a distorted sense of self. So this is saying 7, through this spiritual awakening, through coming in contact with these circles, the ability to cultivate this inner world and cultivate your garden with loving care, putting yourself first, pulling that trust back from those tricksters. You are realizing reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. So thank you, Spirit, for that. From Lantern Oracle, we are going to continue to cultivate our inner garden and go through this spiritual awakening and change and ascend on the sacred path as we realize our distorted perceptions, and that our reality may be different from the one that we were raised with, which is great. We're waking up to who we truly are and cultivating this garden. So let's do 43, inner life. So your inner garden is becoming more important than these distorted perceptions. So the more we tune into our inner light or spirit self, the more we live our outer life through it. The more transparent we become, the more our inner life is reflected back to us through the intimate connections we enjoy with others and our surroundings. Without a healthy and solid sense of self, communing within spirit self, there is only ever smoke and mirrors without. To relate to others from this facade or false self is to forge false connections that create distance rather than closeness. Deep and lasting relationships become possible once we have established a relationship with ourselves. The journey home to spirit provides us with a genuinely secure foundation to build our lives upon. Coming home to the loving white light within transforms our limitations and blind spots into pathways without. The loving luminosity of our inner life shines through all density, deception, and distractions. All shadows burn into the dusty ashes illusions ultimately are. This is why shadows bury instead of heal what is most beautiful but injured within them. This is also why shadows need the light's loving burn to peel away and crumble them back into ash. Our inner life can openly hold space for all of the unaccepted thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and compulsions that we try to hide or deny. We do not realize that buried within our shadows are, in fact, glorious allies with core truths desperate for the light to illuminate and alleviate them of their necessary message to us. To bring to light to our shadows is to see them as perversions of something that had started off good and got distorted. Regardless of how threatening any shadow of ours may currently feel or may have once seemed, no shadow ever is, has been, or can be anything more or less than the goodness that got lost, overburdened, or injured along the way. The featured crone supporting you in bringing love light, acceptance, and value to the shadow parts of yourself. All they have ever tried to do is help you. However, it is actually your help that they need. Shadow needs release from the message that they are and that you do not pay attention to. Your shadows are burdened with the essential information about yourself that you ignore. They need you to acknowledge them with loving attention, compassion, and appropriate action. Therefore, this card suggests that it is an opportune time to sit down with your shadows and do the following steps with each one. Listen to them with compassion. Honor them with a new and affirmative meaning and significance in your life. Integrate them healthily by freeing them back from the dark. Let me say that again. Integrate them healthily by freeing them from the dark. Trust, love, acknowledge, and emphasize with each shadow as you shine light upon it to transform it back into healthy alignment with the purity of your spirit self. Reach out for support and help from an appropriate professional healer or mentor to guide you through the process if you need to. It is time to make compassionate self-exploration a priority. A journey into the stillness and silence of your inner light-filled garden is optimal. To establish an intimate communion with yourself, you may feel the need to embrace a period of solitude. The featured crone supports you in whatever form the journey of coming home to yourself takes and requires for you. Until this inner process is complete, true intimacy with another is unlikely and ultimately unsustainable. For first, it needs to be established within. So the crone's message is, tend to your garden first. The shadows you illuminate will reveal all the good that they had mistakenly buried with fourfold radiance, strength, and blessing. So that's a great message from 43, Inner Life, to continue cultivating our inner garden and to put ourselves first and illuminate our own shadows. And it may be time for a period of solitude so that we may spiritually ascend through these distorted perceptions that we may have had of ourselves, life, our beliefs may be changing through this spiritual awakening and transition, and we may be just now realizing that reality is rarely what we are raised to believe that it really is. So we are coming home to ourselves. So that's a great message from Lantern Oracle. Let's go ahead and, thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get a message from Lightworker Oracle. As we continue to cultivate our inner life and our inner garden and create our own reality based on the cultivation of our own inner garden and authenticity and truth. So thank you for our blessings, Spirit. Thank you for our gifts. Can you please show this collective what they need to know most about Lightworker Oracle as they continue ascending the spiritual path, cultivating their inner garden? What does this collective need to know most at this time? So I'm going to go ahead and split this deck. So this collective that I am reading for may be ascending the rainbow bridge through this heart beam, this heart blast, heart chakra awakening, as we ascend this rainbow bridge through the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Keep shining, even though Mr. and Mrs. Grinch are still out here, mean mugging, looking green with envy, maybe hating on you. They don't like that you're shining, or that you're coming out of darkness, ascending this rainbow bridge. Dark angel is ascending the rainbow bridge. And divine masculine, the power of the divine masculine to ascend the rainbow bridge through this heart chakra awakening. Whether you're male or female, we all have divine masculine energy. It's our protector energy. Our feminine energy is the nurturer energy. It's maintaining that balance, and this is your invitation to ascend the rainbow bridge, and an invitation to connect to spirit in the city of light as you continue ascending this rainbow bridge through cultivating this inner life, this inner garden. So, and you are mastering your healing. Number 33. You're mastering your healing due to cultivating this inner life. Pulling away from these distorted perceptions of yourself and maybe what you thought life was about or what you thought it should be. Maybe you're just finally coming home to you. So thank you, Spirit. We're mastering our healing through cultivating this inner life, inner garden, becoming clear of what our distorted perceptions may have been. We are maintaining to hold our center as we step through this threshold, protected by Spirit and our angelic beings and spirit guides. As we walk through this threshold and maintain holding our center, as we are doing this earth healing, this angel is handing this little boy a scroll. This angel sees every child within, whether you are an adult or a child. She's handing you a scroll to heal yourself and earth, soul child. To help you get out of the dark night of the soul. This angel is handing you a scroll of information to heal your inner child, to come out of the dark night of the soul. Soul child. Come out of these dark, distorted perceptions that you may have had of yourself. So, thank you, Spirit. So I'm being guided to read a little bit out of the Dark Night of the Soul, just in case you do not know what the Dark Night of the Soul is. Spirit's nudging me to read a little bit about this. So let's go ahead and get into that. And this is actually number 16, which in numerology you will add the two numbers and it becomes a 7, which is the same number as distorted perceptions. So 7-7. So thank you, Spirit, for this message. Excuse me. Okay. Dark Night of the Soul. You are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your perceived ideas, your preconceived ideas, and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. The night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You are not doing something wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. Excuse me. Even though you are already on a spiritual path this lifetime, you can go deeper. Sometimes people know this and yet are afraid. Familiar with emotional drama, they are hesitant to let go of what they know, even if that is emotional suffering and mental anguish. That fear prevents them from being willing to trust in the loving hand reaching out to them. It might seem silly, yet letting go of fear to take hold of the hand of love can be extraordinarily difficult. If you don't trust that love will hold you, letting go can seem like allowing yourself to fall into an abyss. A feeling of madness may plague you as you wonder if you are sane to leave a known world behind and enter into the darkness of your own doubt and fear. You sense that the old self and the familiar ways will not survive this dark night. Even if you know in your heart that this sort of spiritual death is an opening to new life, it can still be profoundly confronting. The only way to end the dark night of the soul is to go through it, to endure it, and know that although you will not understand how it could be possible, it will transform itself into the sweetest grace. In time you shall be on your knees, not in despairing prayer, dearest child of love, but in gratitude, peace, and devotion. Though it begins as a challenge, the dark night of the soul will become a saving grace. Love knows you already. No matter what you may think at this moment of struggle, you are ready to take this spiritual test and emerge more in love with the divine than ever. Remember, this is an advanced initiation, therefore challenging at a profound spiritual level. Therefore, get some support. Even though you walk the path alone, another can help bear witness to your process and remind you that you are on a noble path of empowerment, love, and truth. Also, although you may feel your guidance has abandoned you, in truth, they are with you ever more closely, whispering words of encouragement, hope, and love. Look for the love within and let it guide you through the dark night. It will lead you faithfully and in perfect divine timing into the light of your sweetest morning. The invocation for this Dark Night of the Soul card, and if you'd like to say this with me, you're more than welcome to do that, or not, that's fine too. It says, the dark night of the soul is love calling me into light, calling me to let go of fear, to release my every doubt, and say instead, I know that love is more real, more powerful than anything else, always. So I accept love's power and grace, and I invite the healing presence of my unconditional divine love into my heart now. Bring me the peace and spiritual blessing that I need to be free from darkness and opened to the sweetest light of love's truth. May all beings caught in darkness be assisted by unconditional love to see, feel, and know that the path of love is theirs forever. Through my own free will, so be it. So that is the card from Lightworker Oracle. As we continue mastering our healing, maintaining to hold center, as we continue cultivating this garden within our inner life, coming to realizing we had distorted perceptions, receiving this scroll from the divine angel realm to heal this inner child, to heal our soul child, as we are ascending out of the dark night of the soul. So thank you, Spirit, for that message. And I'm going to go ahead and get a message from Flower of Life Oracle. So thank you, Spirit. So these are healing symbols. So you can look up some healing symbols that may be powerful for you to help heal yourself. You'll be drawn to certain symbols. Everyone is drawn to different symbols because we each live different spiritual lives. So whatever symbols that you are drawn to, you can paint them, put them on your walls, meditate on them in your mind's eye to help with your healing. These are symbols to remind you that you are loved. So symbols from Spirit reminding you that you're loved. You will know what symbols Spirit's giving to you. That your divinity, your divine connection with Spirit. And your belief in the symbols is what makes them powerful. So thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you for our gifts. Can you please show this collective what they need to know? Okay, thank you. So meditation again today, guys. So make sure you're meditating. Meditation is a creative process. It's not something we do or need to learn. It is simply a connection back to who we are. It's called a practice because it is training you into alignment to just be. In a space of allowing, thoughts and feelings arise and fall without you having any attachment. In this allowing, easy, non-resistant space, you may realize there are aspects of yourself that you need to heal or recognize. Be you, for you are wonderful. Thank you, Spirit. We will continue to meditate and remember that we are wonderful as we go through this healing and continue mastering our healing and cultivating our inner gardens. Receiving this gift from the angelic realm to heal our soul child within. What else from Flower of Life, Spirit? What else? Other messages do you have for us today? Thank you for these messages and thank you for our gifts. What else is it that we are needing to know at this time from the Flower of Life deck, Spirit? Okay, thank you. So nature, you may need to connect with nature. Connect with the Earth Mother. Maybe meditate in nature. Connect with the Mother Earth to help continue cultivating and mastering this healing. So take a moment today to stand outside and quiet your thoughts and breathing. Know the sun and your soul are always shining. The birds and your heart are always singing. And the flowers and your path are always opening up. You don't have to action these things into being. You just have to turn up. Look around and feel into life. Notice how your dreams and desires surround you in many ways. It may not be the precise thing you desire, though. It will give you the same feeling. Look for where your dreams and desires are instead of where they are not. Shift your perception and you will change your life. So thank you for that message, Spirit. Anything else that we need to know from Flower of Life deck? Telling me one more. One more from Flower of Life deck. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for these messages. Thank you for our gifts. Oh, we got more than that. We got a whole pile. So you have a knowing to continue doing the meditation of 4. That's clearing your mind. Doing this meditation, connecting with nature, helps, and doing this meditation of 4 and clearing the mind during these meditations releases that congestion within the mind. That way you can have this knowing, which is within you resides great treasures, vast reserves of strength, courage, wisdom, compassion, and love. Open your heart and acknowledge your treasures that live within, for this calls forth infinite treasures from out there. You have so much worth. Listen to the whispers from your heart, for maybe it's time to create the life your soul has been nudging you toward. Become aware and sense your body. Connect deeply with your breathing. Imagine you becoming your breath as it moves into its own natural rhythm. 30:33 on my time clock. Allow thoughts to float by in your mind. There is no need to connect to them. Just feel all being as it is. Open your heart and feel into the very being of you. Move through your day and night in the presence of your knowing. So thank you, Spirit. And on the bottom of the deck, we have agreements. So this is your agreement with Spirit that you made to go through this dark night of the soul, come out victorious through doing meditation and reconnecting with yourself and cultivating this inner garden. So I'm going to get a message from Kuan Yin Oracle next. So thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Thank you for our gifts. Thank you, Kuan Yin. So your enlightened heart and many hands of the goddess. Can you show us what we need to know most, Spirit, from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck? Thank you for these messages. Divine Feminine, thank you for our gifts. Can you please show us what we need to know? What does this... Okay, thank you. So here she's playing her harp and she's saying, reveal your peacock beauty. The peacock is stunning in graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty. Within you resides a glorious being of light with an ability to create. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy wise use of your creative power to express the beauty within you, asking for divine blessing on your upon your plans, projects, and words. 32:32. Thank you, Spirit. What else as we reveal our peacock beauty? Knowing that our plans, projects, and words are being blessed by the divine. Thank you for these messages. Thank you for our gifts. What else, Divine Feminine? What else, Kuan Yin? Okay. So, the gates of heaven. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide from it instead of moving towards it. Sometimes we need help. We need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconditional love in our hearts as we pray for the good that all creatures deserve. So we'll get one more. Thank you, Spirit. Nectar of the Lotus. I don't know if you just saw that candle. It just flashed like a big bright flash. Your devotion to helping others has the effect of squeezing the heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar sweet, sustaining life-affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. When you are full, well, and vital, you are able to nourish others. You are guided to receive your fill now for your own benefit and the benefit of all. So that is our message from Spirit today. I hope you go out and do something that makes your heart smile. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out. Leave some comments. Peace. Mother Lover out. Have a good day, guys.